Social media began as a tool for connection, a place to be heard. But in a sea of voices, only the loudest seemed to rise. To stand out, people pushed boundaries. More shock, more drama. Outrage became a strategy, not an accident.
I missed an F sharp!
Algorithms watched quietly, rewarding whatever drew a reaction. Truth mattered less than attention, nuance drowned in noise. Performance replaced personality, spectacle replaced sincerity. And in chasing visibility, many lost sight of themselves.
I don't care if y'all have a family to feed or what. I want every single coin that y'all can give me. I've already seen his BB, and he's already seen my Nunu. Okay, and what? I can probably suck better than you.
This is the story of Ash Trevino. How she went from just another social media user to one of the most despised figures the internet has ever churned out. And how she became, in the eyes of millions, the worst mother to ever appear on TikTok.
F them motherfuckers. Ah!
Question. Do you have beds?
No.
When we first met Ashley, she seemed a completely different figure than the one we would eventually come to know. She seemed ordinary, perhaps even likable.
Hi guys, my name is Ashley. I'm from Texas. I'm can't say single mom anymore, but I'm a mom of 2 girls. I am currently in my car at work waiting to go in, but I just wanted to get on here and tell you a little bit about myself.
Social media may have shaped Ash, or perhaps it just unmasked her. Either way, one thing has always stayed consistent: her love for men behind bars.
I was growing up going into prisons to visit my dad's best friend. I always watched like crime documentaries or cops. I would always watch that show. So like I was always into that kind of stuff. As I got older, I just had this thing to be with somebody incarcerated. Like, I don't know, I liked bad boys, okay?
What started as a strange curiosity quickly cemented itself as one of her defining traits.
Okay, I have another question. Why do you prefer inmates?
I prefer inmates because I feel like if you're gonna get hurt, it's better to get hurt while they're incarcerated than out here in the free world.
It was impossible for Ash to hide her excitement when meeting a new inmate.
Here he comes, you guys. Here they come. Oh, fuck. It's Dan's brother. Yes, go. Fuck you, Gypsy.
Ash loved her inmates, but once, a long time ago, she loved someone else. Ash's 2 children share a father who was neither an inmate nor a fleeting affair, but her high school sweetheart, whom she would go on to marry. Though their marriage eventually ended in divorce, he remained a consistent presence in their lives, until his untimely passing.
I took them to go visit their dad today and broke down. She broke down and she was like, I miss my dad. Again, I thanked him for giving me my 2 beautiful daughters, because without them.
The marriage may have ended, but he was still the father of her daughters, so it raised more than a few eyebrows when Ash mentioned she hadn't been invited to his funeral.
My family's going. My sister, my brother, my parents, my uncles, my aunts, my cousins, they're all going to be there. That's not right, Ash. I can tell. I am hurt. I'm hurt.
Ash's family were invited to the funeral, but not her. For a while, the reason remained unclear, but in time, Ash began to leave clues as to why she may not have been welcome.
My baby daddy. My baby daddy. Oh, mine's dead.
If Ash was comfortable speaking so flippantly about her late ex-husband in front of strangers online, how did she behave around his family, the people who actually knew and loved him?
My baby daddy. My baby daddy. Oh, mine's dead.
Ash may have spoken kindly about him on camera when it suited her, but it was all performative. Her reputation as a deeply unpleasant person didn't come out of nowhere. It was something she earned.
Is this a science experiment or something? Like, who the hell is Ashley Trevino, dog?
I think Ash Trevino's nasty.
Ash and her husband may not have had a successful marriage, but that didn't stop her from diving headfirst into new relationships.
I was actually a prison wife. That's why they call me the inmate hopper.
Ash would go on to marry a man named Isaiah, an inmate incarcerated for arson, robbery, and a murder committed when he was just 15 years old. Despite the severity of his crimes, Ash regularly brought her children to visit him, even getting them to call him Daddy.
He's telling Haley about makeup.
Tell Daddy thank you. Thank you, Daddy.
And Haley said, "Thank you, Daddy."
Ash saw nothing wrong with any of this, but to the people watching on social media, it was bizarre to say the least.
I have 2 little girls and they are my world, and he accepts them, which is really good. And I know a lot of people have, their opinions about it. You shouldn't bring your kids, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But you know what? If I didn't think he was good, trust me, I wouldn't have my kids around that.
Ash would cut a sad figure on her wedding day, photo after photo of her alone, no groom, except when she held his picture. Ash would later reveal that she had actually met Isaiah long before his prison sentence, back when he was younger. A lot younger.
I knew him since since he was 11. I knew him since he was 11 and I was like 15 or 16, maybe younger, because I was like 15. So he had to have been like 9 when I first met him. And they used to go to our church.
They met at church, yes. And she was 18. He was like 12 or 13. She started like checking out my brother little by little. And I remember my aunt and my mom, they both used to be like, you're too old. Don't be checking him out. He's little. He's a baby.
I remember telling his mom, because I always thought he was a cute little boy, but I was older and I was already dating the kid's dad, so I couldn't be with him, Once I got married, I used to always tell his mom, because he grew up quick, I would tell his mom, like, I'm gonna be your daughter-in-law one day. I'm gonna be your daughter-in-law one day. She's like, no, you're not. My Flacco's too young for you.
She used to like go over there, hang out with my brother. Her oldest daughter was a baby at the time, and my brother used to get her and like be chilling with her at church, and Ashley would be over there like talking to him, and she used to be like, oh, when you turn 18 we're gonna get together. And
marrying a man in prison sounded like a recipe for disaster, and Ash saw all of the doubt, but she was more than happy to prove everybody wrong. This was her true love, and she was going to make it work, prison or no prison.
Guys, I am officially divorced. Officially divorced. Yep. Celebration coming tonight.
Ash's latest marriage ended as many expected it would. Her decision to wed a man she possibly groomed, who was serving time for murder, raised red flags from the start. Still, poor judgment had become a recurring theme in her story.
I still have his name tattooed on me too, so.
Another relationship had come to an end, but as always, it did little to slow Ash down, and it certainly didn't dampen her interest in men behind bars.
Once he's actually like at the hotel room with me, we'll probably do like one live together.
Because I'm gonna get a room for the whole weekend with us. But we have a baby to make, so we ain't gonna be on it. We got a baby to make. We are literally gonna try and get me pregnant the first month he's home.
Despite having never met her latest inmate, Jesse, in person, Ash had big plans for him. When he was finally released, Ash filmed the 2 of them at a hotel, but the audience picked up on the fact that Jesse didn't seem nearly as excited as Ash, and the cracks in the relationship began to show immediately.
You gotta do it, babe. I don't know why do you have a code on it?
Because
Why do you have a password on your phone?
After just 10 days of being together, the relationship would come to an inevitable end.
Why did you guys break up? Because of social media. A lot of females were in his inbox, and I just didn't have the trust. I would tell him I wish he was back in prison just because I knew I trusted him in prison, because nobody knew who he was. Nobody was writing him. Nobody was he wasn't calling them, like when he came out, I let him have social media. I gave him a little cheap phone. I told him, make a TikTok, babe, make a TikTok. And that was my biggest mistake, was to let him get involved in the social media life.
Ash could complain all she wanted about how badly she'd been treated, but she said it herself. She liked a bad boy.
I don't know, I liked bad boys, okay?
And she would have to deal with the consequences of her decisions.
On the way to Irving, I told him, I said, look, if I'm pregnant, because I told him, I said, I start my period in 3 days. And he's like, what are you telling me? I said, I'm just saying, I start my period in 3 days. And he's like, what are you telling me, Ashley? And I was like, no, I'm just saying, like, just in case, you know, something happens and I'm pregnant, I don't need you to be there for me. I said, I can raise this baby on my own. I've raised 2 of them on my own. I don't need you to be here to raise my baby. I don't want him to have any updates or anything if I'm pregnant.
Ash had raised 2 children already, and if she had to raise another, she would. Though not with the help of Jessie. Instead, with the help of her oldest daughter.
If I'm pregnant, she already knows what to do as an older sister. She's going to help me raise that baby. She's going to stand on business. And what else, baby?
Despite suspecting she might be pregnant, Ash had no intention of quitting alcohol until she confirmed it.
I won't drink past, like, once I find out if I'm pregnant, I'm not drinking no more. Once I find out for sure if I'm pregnant, I'm not drinking.
Public outrage was immediate and intense. Ash, however, wasn't interested in accountability.
I stopped drinking when I knew.
No, you
like, yes, I did. I didn't drink for freaking 3 or 4 weeks, Fonzie.
Ash.
No, it's true.
No. Look, just admit you're a liar, fool, and I'll leave you alone.
I'm not. No, you are. You are.
Admit it, and I'll leave you alone.
No, you are.
Okay,
you are the biggest scum on TikTok.
Ash eagerly told her audience she might be pregnant, but when it came time to confirm the news, she was not interested.
I'm not going to answer yes or no if I'm pregnant. That's not what I'm going to do. You're going to have to wait. Y'all are not anybody important to me. So for me to just sit here and say, no, I'm not pregnant. Yes, I'm pregnant.
Eventually, after being asked about it non-stop, Ash came back with some news.
The pregnancy test. I know they want me to show it. I'm not going to, though. They'll have to wait. So happy. Thank you. Will you make a wish list? Probably not. I didn't. No, I'm not going to tell him, you guys. It's strictly me only. I mean, if he finds out, it's from y'all. But other than that, like, it's just me. I'm going to do everything by myself.
Ash said she was pregnant, but gave no proof. Most of her audience weren't buying it. Proof could have ended the speculation, but it never arrived. Instead, something else did. Bad news.
Were you ever pregnant? Yes, unfortunately I was. But the stress gets to you. Unfortunately I was. I was very sad.
According to Ash, she lost the baby due to stress. Many didn't buy it. Jessie didn't buy it.
And do you believe she's pregnant or possibly?
I don't think so. No.
Another inmate, another heartbreak. But Ash never seemed to learn. No matter how many times it ended badly, she always returned for more.
He's innocent, you guys. I don't care what y'all say about him. He's innocent. Baby, you're innocent, right? Until proven guilty. Baby, you're innocent, right? Until proven guilty.
Unfortunately for Ash, her latest inmate boyfriend had been found guilty.
13-year-old Elizabeth Juarez and 19-year-old Aviana Cortez, united in friendship and side by side on one fatal night when an argument happened and the girls were hit with multiple gunshots. Both died at Harborview Medical Center. Maria says Elizabeth struggled to stay on the right track, getting involved with gang members.
Her being affiliated and involved with all that, I think, made her feel like she had to be tougher. Like she had to do things that we wouldn't do.
A pull into the street life that ended up taking her life. And to whoever pulled the trigger,
you're a coward. That's like all I can think of, you know? 13-year-old.
Oh my God, they said honestly rip to those who lost their lives.
Ash laughed at 2 dead teenage girls. When people called her out for this, she doubled down, blaming the victims instead of showing any remorse.
Y'all know that the 13-year-old that happened to, she was a gang member? Did y'all know that?
Despite being the mother of 2 teenage girls herself, Ash expressed no sympathy for the victims. Her allegiance was with the convicted murderer.
And they said, are those teardrops on your eyes?
Of course, this relationship wouldn't last either.
I blocked Francisco for good. Okay, then that's one good thing. I was tired of getting all the hate from the people, you know, in the comments or whatever. Like, I'm really not a bad person, but...
Ash, who once backed him so fiercely, now started shifting reality.
And then I asked him about it, and he was like, oh yeah. I was like, bro, like, I would like to have known this, you know? I didn't even know. I did not know anything about his victims until y'all brought it to my attention, and then I asked him. And he was like, oh yeah, well, let me tell you the story. So he told me the story. I was like, what the heck, you know? Like...
Apparently, Ash didn't know anything about his victims, but she did. She just didn't care. It was all over now anyway, and it may or may not have been her decision to end it.
So Ash Trevino can no longer talk to her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. She says that she broke up with him, but whatever. And she was literally putting him on live, turning the phone around so he can talk to the people on live. That always sounded really illegal. That always sounded really insane. And the fact that they would talk about the victims and say that he's innocent, that we're all going to apologize to her when it turns out that he's innocent. He's not innocent. He's been convicted. Menace to Ennis here on TikTok actually wrote to the parole board, and they've been banned from having video visits. And I'm so thankful that she was able to get this stopped, because Ash, we've talked about this before. Remember, we've talked about it. Get off live and go take care of your children, because in the future, if your children want nothing to do with you, if you can't meet your grandchildren, you only have yourself to blame.
It started to become clear that Ash didn't really care about the inmates she dated. It was just a cycle for her.
So we need a new boo. Is there a new boo in the works? Because we don't... on to the next, okay? On to the next. There is.
When the relationship inevitably ended, she would simply move on to the next.
You're my 30th inmate. Did I not tell you that?
Much of her audience wanted to know if she was capable of dating men not behind bars. She'd go on to show that she was, but predictably, it came with its own set of complications.
Oh my gosh, Santos, you're a TikToker.
Wait, get it right. I'm an entrepreneur, alright? Not a TikToker, alright? Get that right, alright?
TikToker Santos became Ash's next target, someone she only knew about because one of her teenage daughters had a crush on him. The fact that Ash was 36 didn't deter her from chasing her daughter's crush.
When am I gonna fly out there? Get the flight together, but I want first class, babe. I'm not playing, Santos. Santos, book my flight, babe. Book my flight. Right now, Santos.
They connected through phone calls and TikTok, and the relationship escalated quickly. Too quickly.
Literally think beautifulness. Oh my God.
But yeah, me and Ash, we had an intimate phone call last night. Apparently, I didn't know she was on live while I was taking a shower. I didn't care. I was just like set my phone up and I just took a shower.
I've already seen his beepy, and he's already seen my nunu. Okay?
The word nunu would forever be attached to Ash after her hit song.
I've seen his beepy, and he's seen the nunu. Wanna know how it smells? As Santos, he does smell well.
You wanna know how it smells? As Santos, he knows it smell well.
Being unable to resist her charms and being flashed live on TikTok, Santos just had to meet her.
Getting closer and closer to you. I already know you're gonna fall in love with me.
The fact that he was her daughter's crush was strange, but at least, her followers joked, he wasn't behind bars. Unfortunately, that was about the only normal thing about the relationship.
Am I gonna get that PS5?
You are gonna get the PS5 and anything else you want.
Okay, I'm so happy.
How many games do you want?
Hey, what game have we not got? The GTA 6 coming out right now? GTA 6? Black Ops 6?
What other games?
2K, can I get 2K too?
Ash didn't blink at the idea of dating someone her daughter had a crush on, even though he looked very young, which is why when he was drinking on livestream, the chat called the police.
Did you came on a bike?
No, he's over there. On a bike?
You got your ID? Yeah.
Where's your ID?
Yeah. There you go. That's
It's military ID.
And then this is the front. Let's do a TikTok with him.
Shut up.
They didn't show her IDs.
Y'all losers. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Y'all failed. Y'all failed. Get mad. Stay mad. Be mad. Alright, chat? Be mad. Losers! Losers!
Santos delighted in calling the chat losers, knowing the audience had failed to get him in trouble. He was old enough to drink, his ID said so, There was just one problem though. His ID was fake.
So Ashley,
Yes.
so you know, this gentleman is 19 years old. Okay? So
But he's not drinking.
he's 19 years old. Nobody's going to jail. Here's your ID back.
Thank you.
Just be a little more aware who you got coming here. People are watching. He's drinking. You provide alcohol to a minor. That's an offense.
Okay, but he's literally not even drinking.
Okay, if we win, we'll get Santos drunk as fuck.
He's literally not even drinking.
And
you want to watch?
Hey, aren't you a cook? No.
Santos was only 19 years old and had been using a fake ID. When caught out, his arrogance quickly turned into something else.
Don't worry about it, my love. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Bobby. No, don't worry about it.
I lost my lecture license.
Guys, I'm Areli. Thank you. Don't say nothing. Everybody who sends me in Santos the Galaxy, I'm following y'all back. Following y'all back. I told you that. I told you I got you.
Get mad. Stay mad. Be mad. All right, chat?
I got you. I got you, babe.
Losers! Losers!
Stop.
There was no sympathy for Santos, despite his tears and quivering lip. The focus quickly turned to Ash. Why was a woman in her mid-30s dating a 19-year-old?
Santos, I never knew Santos was 19. He showed me his military ID that said 2000. I never knew he was actually 19. I always thought he was 24. And y'all can call me whatever y'all want, but at the end of the day, like, I've never been with nobody underage.
I didn't know his real age. He told me he was 24. I believed it. Until the cop told me how old he was, I never knew.
Ash claimed she didn't know, but she didn't seem too shocked when the police informed her of his real age.
Okay, but he's literally not even drinking.
Nobody's going to jail.
Okay.
You're goofy.
Even if you believe Ash that she didn't know he was 19, when she found out, she didn't seem to mind.
Is Santos your new boyfriend? People
No, he's just a boy toy.
And he's 19? How old are you?
He's here for the tea.
I'm trying to get the tea.
No, I didn't know he was 19 at first.
Wait, you're pregnant? Somebody said you're pregnant?
No, I got rid. No, I'm not pregnant no more.
No one believed that this relationship with the 19-year-old Santos would last. The audience were just waiting for the cracks to show. Santos being 19 didn't bother her, but she would do something that would definitely bother him. While out one night with another young TikToker, D-Ken, who was on probation for a number of things, one of which included aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, Ash, D-Ken and his young friends would find themselves in trouble with the police.
Okay, we were following her through Alex's live, and then we came all the way here to Rainforest Cafe. I guess they were gonna eat. After being here, there was like 2 police starting off. We overheard them talking about there being a pew-pew, you know. They kicked them out, I'm guessing, and they were being searched. They handcuffed 3 of them. For now, we know D-Kane here is probably gonna get arrested or something. He's in handcuffs.
Hey, D-Kane.
Hey, she got you in trouble, Kane.
She got you in trouble, D-Kane. She ain't no good. Ah, for that smelly noo-noo.
D-Kane was arrested, and Ash got a chance to meet her adoring public.
Good job, SAPD. Good job. Good job. Good job. Where's the little one? They need to get that bitch right there, right? They need to get that bitch. Yeah, right. Fuck you, Ash. Get the fuck out of here. Keep going. No, that bitch is the one bringing the fucking problems to San Antonio. Keep going. Keep going. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck you, little bitch. Unfit mother. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Go back to your fucking kid.
Wait, she's right there. Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God.
Okay, guys. Let's keep walking.
Stay with the girls. Stay with the girls. Hey, y'all need to be closer to us now. Here they come. Where's the officers?
The officers are right here.
Get in. Get in. Hurry up.
Get in. Everyone get in. Everyone, I'll leave you.
We're all in here.
Lock the doors.
When Santos found out what had happened, he was less than pleased.
They arrested the guy. They have at the Riverwalk. Somebody snitched.
Well, obviously, I knew that shit happened. That's how get out the. Oh my god, bro. Y'all don't listen for shit. That's the shit that pisses me off. Get out the Riverwalk. You're in a downtown public area with people that don't even have licenses for that. You think that I'm just saying that for no reason, Ashley? You know those kids don't even. You know those kids. No, I'm Ashley. I'm talking to you serious. You know those kids don't even have parents that are gonna help them out. I'm gonna have to help them out again. Me. No. Ashley, this is not on you because it's on me. I'm taking care of all the people around you. I'm getting in trouble for that.
Deacon and some others were arrested. Luckily for them, Ash was there to help out.
I was able to post their bond. So
That's just a blessing from God.
yeah, literally, like I got the youngest or the cheapest one out first, and then I sent for Decane. So, but I'm not the reason why they got locked up.
According to Ash, she was not the reason they got locked up. Santos, in time, would tell a different story.
And that's why they never arrested me, because he said it was his bag.
That bag had snow and all the fireworks in it.
Hell no. The guy took the blame for my bag. Yep. And that's why they never.
The guy took the blame for my bag, she said. That is literally physical and on life proof of you admitting doing a crime. You just confessed something where someone is supposed to get over 15 years in prison.
Because I did ask like Bree and Violet. I was like, if y'all take the blame for my bag, will y'all please? I'll bail y'all out. They were like, no, I got custody battles going on. I said, well, I have an open CPS case on me. And I was like, if I go to jail, like I can literally lose my kids.
Ash felt comfortable going out with a bag full of stuff it shouldn't have been full of, despite having an open CPS case against her. Of course, her relationship with Santos would end the same as all the rest.
Mrs. Nunu, I'm officially done with you publicly and privately. I blocked your number. Your kids sleep on air mattresses. I saw one of them pop. And no, it does not smell well. You can ask Santos. That's why I also said if I never tell, all right? I do not want no more Nunu. That is canceled forever.
Just like with her relationship with Jesse, just because the relationship was now over, it didn't mean we were done with their story.
Bro, I think I was ovulating.
Guys, remember she said she needed to get her friend last week? She still hasn't gotten her friend.
It says late for 3 days.
Oh, guys, she's gonna have a little baby Santos.
I never hit the Nunu. Ever. But no, I never did that.
Ash, you see? Gloves are good. Now you're pregnant. Because you don't like to use gloves.
Stop putting my business out there, bro.
Ash had acted like she could be pregnant, while Santos denied ever sleeping with her. Either way, the pregnancy scare went nowhere, and the pair went right back to hating each other.
I do. I'm getting everything. I'm getting videos. I'm getting everything. Trust me. I'm making everything. I got text messages, everything. Yeah. I have bruises on my arm right now. I don't know if y'all can see it. I have a bruise right here. I'm not gonna play no more. Like, I'm not under his spell anymore. I'm not gonna, I don't know.
Oh, and then the bruises. What bruises are you talking about?
No, I hit myself yesterday. I showed him.
No. Everyone's saying that I hit you.
No, I hit myself yesterday. You weren't.
You see how the comments work? You see it or no? Are you not seeing how they work? Right now, look, I'll screenshot and show you. Look what they're saying.
You said I essayed you?
You said that about me.
No, you said
You said that about me.
Did I see you?
Answer this. You said that about me, yes or no? You said that about me on your live.
Ash, being the responsible, loving parent she was, felt comfortable bringing her children into her latest drama.
I didn't even know you until my mom. Yeah, we didn't know you, Haley. Oh wait, okay.
That's cap. You told your mom something else.
Okay, shush. You're irrelevant though. You're irrelevant.
You say you. How do you feel that your mom stole your crush?
Santos, how do you feel about being bald?
Why would you ask her that? Why would you ask
Santos,
her
I see
that?
your hair falling out. I see your hair falling out.
The Santos relationship was a mess from day one, and Ash seemed to almost enjoy the end of her relationships so she could film all the fallout for her TikTok. And it wasn't just her partners she seemed to enjoy fighting with.
But now you're trying to mess with my gifters. You're trying to cancel me, report my lives. Imagine trying to cancel me when you're not better than I am.
The audience, other creators, it didn't matter who it was. Ash just couldn't play nice with anyone.
You're the biggest fucking roach that there is on this app.
I'm a roach?
You are.
If I'm a roach, you're a gremlin.
Anything that has anything to do with my kids, y'all can talk to my lawyer.
You ain't got a lawyer.
I do have a lawyer.
Name.
I'm not telling y'all no names. Y'all are too fucking nosy. Y'all are amazing. We're still number 3.
Are you done?
I am done. Thank you, Anthony.
Have a great night.
You too.
Baby, if I was your mom, I should have swallowed you instead of even having.
What she needs to do is take care of those kids that are over there sucking and sucking.
Oh no,
already.
my kids are
That's
good.
what
My
you need
kids
to
are
do.
good. You know what? You better be glad I don't get you taken care of. You better be glad I don't get you taken care of. Because, baby, I will get you snapped real motherfucking quick.
Who is?
Come to Dallas, bitch.
When you
Come
get
to
here on
Dallas.
Friday. When you get here on
I'm ready
Friday.
for your dumb
When
ass,
you get
gay
here on
ass hoe.
Friday.
Not only would Ash fight with the audience and other creators, but she would also fall out with friends.
I'm sorry, guys. I had to end that live. She stole one of my biggest gifters, bro, and I don't think that's right. As a friend, you should never steal your friend's gifters.
I'm the only one that tried to help this girl on the real. I didn't drag her with no 19-year-olds. I didn't drag her into no clubs. I didn't drag her to do any snow. I wasn't rolling up a blunt in front of her children. I didn't do none of that. And I don't even get on. I didn't do what all of these little kids did and pull the stunt of using her for clout.
All you have on me is my kids don't have a bed. That's all you have on me.
Ash had a habit of purposely antagonizing her audience, a tactic that occasionally backfired.
Fuck that shit, they broke my fucking window. They just egged my car. Ooh. I don't know, the neighbor won't tell me who it was. Y'all think that's okay?
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's not okay. Y'all don't have to like the girl, but that's crazy.
That shit.
If y'all do that shit and get caught and go to jail, y'all don't even know how bad that's gonna hurt y'all. Like, it's not worth doing all that. No.
Thank God my kids aren't here, like, legit, like...
Her attempts to pose as a caring mother felt empty. If she truly cared for her daughter's best interests, she'd stop the cycle she built. Provoke, escalate, then act surprised when people would lash out.
Smiley's dumbass.
I'm drinking like not here, but like
Smiley ain't nothing but a piece of dirt. She ain't gonna make me do a goddamn thing.
They asked me to pull up. Guess what I did? I pulled up. Now why you over here being scared, baby? No.
Who's there?
Ash.
Ash who?
Ash, you better come outside and get this ass whooping.
Time after time, people came to Ash's house ready for a fight, and time after time, she kept inviting them.
Okay, and I would come fucking be my.
I am. I just said I am.
Come, bro. I am here by myself.
I'm gonna come, okay?
Okay,
It's no way. It's no physical way I can get there in an hour.
Everybody say they finna pull up, and these don't pull up first.
Can I have $20? There we go. That's good.
Should I bring on this one?
No. Hold on, guys. Something happened.
Come on now. Running your fucking mouth, bitch. Come the fuck outside. All that fucking talking, bitch. About it. What's wrong with you, hoe? What's wrong with you? Bring your fucking ass outside, bitch. This hoe scary as fuck, y'all. Scary as fuck. Look at her. Don't got nobody to fuck around. Nobody to fuck around in this bitch. Scared. She's not coming outside because she's fucking scared. Ain't nobody around here, bitch. Come the fuck outside.
Y'all better have bail money for y'all's girl. She want to pull up. You're going to step foot in my yard. You're finna go to county.
Look at the girl that I'm scared.
Mileage 12194.
She think we going to jail.
Never scared. I live here alone. Remember that. I don't need a man like y'all do. I can live life without a man. I'm not putting my kids at risk like that. I'm really not. I'm sorry. I'm not that type of person. Y'all can do that, but I'm not. And if they're here, I'm calling. Yes, call me a cop caller. Call me whatever y'all want. I will take it. Because they come first. They come first.
Ash played the protective mother card. In reality, she was just brave on the internet. The second things got real, she folded.
I'm so fucking scared right now, you shut up!
Perhaps the clearest example of Ash's disregard for her children's safety was when she visited somebody else's house for Thanksgiving. As usual, she talked tough online.
When you find out Ash Trevino is in El Paso, what the are you gonna do? She's like, when you find out Ash Trevino's in El Paso, what the are you gonna do? I wish you would try and pull up.
Ash wasn't exactly discreet about her location, and people had already figured out where she was. Even so, she thought it was a good idea to leave her children behind while she went out to get drunk.
Order DoorDash for all three of y'all. If y'all get hungry, Whataburger or something, Jack in the Box.
Luckily, her kids were safe that night. Ash would not be so lucky.
You're gonna come beat me up.
Whoa, what? So I'm here. I'm gonna fix me.
Okay, so he's here. Tell him.
Hey, well, I'm here with her. So bring it on. This is my bar. And I'm 6'3" and 230 pounds.
You told me to pull up, right? My year
What?
And then what?
What?
Yo, bro, drag your ass too. Don't even go there.
This bitch was fucking ghetto and ugly, and she had a fucking tattoo on her neck. She had no fucking neck. She was a fucking Mexican, of course. Fucking fat bitch. And yeah, she pulled my fucking hair. My kids were so worried because they were like, "Mom, where the fuck are you at? Like, you need to come home." And I'm like, "I'm coming home." So I felt more bad, and that's why I cried, is because like my kids, you know.
She didn't cry for her children, she cried for herself, for the shock of finding out that her online bravado had limits. Her kids, watching her live, were frightened, but their worry only deepened when Ash came home, and the people staying with them turned the night into something even more unsettling.
Don't get back in my house! Robbie, don't! Get out of my house! Don't! Get out!
Don't! Rob!
Get out of my house!
Don't touch my tia.
I touch Get out!
Okay.
Get out!
Okay. Yeah!
go. Get out. Oh my God.
Putting her children in dangerous situations wasn't going to win Ash any fans, but Ash didn't seem to care. She was more focused on convincing us she was already loved.
Who is this from? Guys, y'all got my favorite exact snack. One of my followers from my town.
That's so cute.
Like, you're not hated by everybody in town, okay?
Somebody said cookies and a coffee.
Really?
Yeah. There was literally a note inside of my DoorDash.
I like your content. I'm your biggest fan, Taco Bell employee.
Ash swore the Taco Bell worker and everyone else loved her content, but what exactly did she think they were enjoying? Her repeated poor choices as a mother? The fact that she dated teenagers? Or perhaps it was the way she constantly flaunted her supposed wealth?
One thing about me is that I have money to just like spend like that for stuff like that, you know?
$3,000 is chump change. Literally, I can throw you $1,000 right now and it won't hurt me. I'm high class, baby. I'm not no freaking penthouse when we go to our trip. I'm getting us penthouse suite. Like, $5,000? All right, baby, I got that. My kids got all the fucking money in the world. We are the richest family. We're like the Kardashians, not like y'all trashy ass bitches. My kids have Gucci beds. They do. With Louis Vuitton on top.
Ash never missed the chance to remind us just how rich she was, which, of course, only made people suspect she wasn't.
Chat, Ash does owe me a lot of money right now. When she paid for the DK and bond, she had no more money. She had like maybe $500.
I need an accountant. I need an assistant.
Let's stand up and see that same black top that you've been wearing for the last fucking 9 months. Yeah, that $4.99 off the rack at Ross.
This is not from Ross.
Okay, my bad. Marshall's.
We didn't know if Ash really had the money she bragged about, but one thing was clear. Nothing mattered to her more than money. Nothing.
You guys, this is my sickly baby, you guys. That's the one that I have to take to the hospital, go get tested in a couple weeks. I'm not gonna explain nothing else because she don't want me to. Guys, it's triples. Galaxy is 3,000. If y'all want me to tell y'all about my baby girl's health, go ahead and send the galaxies.
Despite her daughter's plea to keep her health private, Ash went ahead and used it for content, for profit. In that moment, it was clear money came first. It was no wonder people felt justified mocking her.
I want Nunu. I want Nunu. If I fucking never tell. Did it smell? Did it smell?
Alexa, play Como la Flor.
Como la Flor by Selena from Pandora.
Tia. Did it smell? Did it smell?
Anonymous tipped $3. Ash, you fat ass stinky. You are trash and will always be trash. You think you are her but could never. You only around for views, no one like you. Ash, you're fat.
So is your mama, bitch.
Ash could act like people not liking her didn't get to her, but it did.
I was just telling them that I confirmed with you about the cease and desist letters that went out.
Oh, yeah. I already got them going out, baby. So if you get one in the mail, don't be surprised. I told you I'm coming hard. I'm not playing with y'all no more. I have everybody's addresses. So always remember, keep running your mouth about me and those fake accounts too. We're going to figure out who you are. It's not that hard to find out. Like, literally, you guys, I'm sending them out. I'm tired. Like, y'all want to keep making me look bad as a person, lying, saying lies? Like, I'm going to come for whatever y'all got. And y'all better have the money in the bank.
As expected, Ash's hollow threats didn't scare anyone off, so she decided to change tactics.
Today I asked my manager if there was other things I could do besides TikTok, because I don't want to be on TikTok anymore. So we're gonna see this week
what opportunities I have coming up. Because if I can do other stuff besides TikTok, I will shut TikTok off. I've just been on TikTok for 5 years that it does get annoying, you know? I want new things. I want different opportunities, you know? So, we're gonna see what I can do.
There wasn't much she could do. She had never shown any real talent beyond being widely disliked. And when it came to her career, she was far too lazy to put in genuine effort.
Ashley! Thank your people.
Oh. MVP Sammy. Is it Cash, Stasia, Haley, everybody else double tapping? Guys, I'm trying to take a nap. Don't let me down, guys, okay?
Ash could dream about doing other things, but that's all they would ever be. Dreams. Her reputation was built on being a neglectful mother and having a smelly noo-noo.
Because people swear I don't shower. I shower every day. Trust me.
For as long as Ash had been on social media, there had been questions about her hygiene.
Pardon?
Nobody? You smell something? I smell the heater. It's the heater, bro.
Oh, like, why did you guys even have her here? Like, she came here, like, why did you even have her here? In other words, she stank.
Babe, stop. Get your hand out of there. Your fingers were somewhere. I'm just... Did it smell? I don't know. Did it smell me?
I smell the noo-noo. Just kidding. I don't think my exes would be coming back if my noo-noo was that bad, you know? Like, I have people who come back constantly for my noo-noo. I heard it was good. I don't know. That's what they said.
She looked to have some hygiene issues with her noo-noo. She also had an issue with the bathroom.
Did it smell? Did it smell? I smell like poop. Oh my goodness. No, it's not flushing.
Where's the plunger? You gotta push it. Push it when you flush.
The floor is all fucking wet. They clogged the toilet. They clogged the toilet.
There was something oddly funny about how dirty Ash could be, until it wasn't. At times, it went from harmless to downright uncomfortable.
Ash Trevino just did the most disgusting thing on live yesterday. It's pretty shocking. So if we thought Ash Trevino using her rose toy on live and showing her rose toy on live was bad enough, it gets worse after what she did yesterday. Essentially, Ash Trevino was eating on live and something came out of her mouth that was not the most appealing visually. I wish I could unsee what I saw, because it explained to me how she was eating on live and a tonsil stone fell out of her mouth. And if you guys don't know what tonsil stones are, it's basically when food debris and secretion and bacteria form and harden in your tonsil. Meaning that there is a lack of hygiene, as it says here, the treatments for this are just better hygiene.
Bro, I literally went into her room and the rose toy was next to the bean dip and there was hot Cheetos everywhere. That's why there's freaking bed bugs. They're not bed bugs, they're roaches. She should be calling that exterminate once a week.
No, but I'm saying, like,
Nah, and you slept over one time. Don't lie. You got one of those, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? You got one of those.
I ran away because they were crawling everywhere, bro. I had to go.
Things falling out of her mouth, bugs crawling nearby, and every time someone pointed out her poor hygiene, Ash would deflect.
That's why her thong was brown instead of white. Yeah, Bree had a brown thong instead of white. What does that say? Yo, coochie dirty, bitch.
The audience would see inside Ash's underwear by mistake, and it was not as clean as she claimed it would be. No matter how many times she told us her noo-noo didn't smell, or that she didn't have any hygiene issues, we knew the truth.
You just farted on my fucking...
No, I didn't fart on you. It's a fucking bubble. Don't feel that shit.
Farted on my fucking...
Babe, shut the hell up.
They're gonna see you whining. Guys, clip her. Hurry, clip her.
Ash does a lot of disgusting things online, but the way she treats her kids is by far the worst thing she does. The way she makes them scream, thinking it's funny. The way she puts them down so casually.
Do you want lip filler?
No, my lips are actually big.
They're not that big, baby.
Okay, but they're big enough for me.
They're not that big.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Why are you being a hater?
Let me see. It looks just like her dad with her fat nose.
I look like my dad.
Ash was a lazy parent. So lazy, in fact, that she rarely cooked for her children. Instead, she relied on DoorDash multiple times a day.
Girl, if I were you, I would not have shown that fridge because honestly, I feel like now even more people are like, girl, there's like nothing in that fridge.
Ash, amazingly, even admitted to abusing her children.
Whenever we lived with her dad, I used to pull her by the hair because I was so mad at her. Like, I feel like he loved her more than he loved me, and so, like, I took my anger out on her.
There was nothing Ashley did that told us she gave a damn about her own children.
How about you put those $1,000 that you owe me and buy them some fucking bed, like better than an air match. Like, you know, they have tape on that bed mat.
Show me the bed. How about that? Where's the bed? Where's the
My
bed?
daughter's room is right here.
I'll order her a bed right now. I'll order.
Go jump on her bed. Go jump on your bed.
It might pop. You can't jump on it. It might pop.
No, she can, like, literally, she doesn't want to get me. She's in the living room. She's in the living room.
She didn't want to spend money on buying her kids actual beds, but she had more than enough money to go to Disneyland without them.
I really wanted to take them. I felt so bad, but I FaceTimed them the whole time I was there. I was FaceTiming them, sending them pictures. I bought a whole bunch of stuff for them. I FaceTimed my nephews. So yeah, my niece, like my parents. I FaceTimed everybody. I was enjoying that with them. So I never once left them out.
It always just came across like Ash didn't want to be a mother, and that her kids were an inconvenience to her.
Mangoes, he never smell well.
Mama just threw up.
You just threw up? Why?
Mama just threw up.
You're lying.
Let me throw.
It smell like noodle or what?
Mom, I threw up. Why are you dancing? She's dancing? Yes. Still dancing? Alexa, stop.
Bro, I was jamming
Bro,
to noodle. What? I'm waiting for Santos to come pick me up.
He's picking you up?
We're going to the mall.
Bro, you were supposed to come pick me, Nicole, Haley up.
Bro.
You ditched us again.
Stop.
Yeah. Wait, can we go to the mall with you? Come pick us up.
For what?
The mall.
She didn't even want to spend time with them on their birthday.
Even though it sucks because I don't want to leave her for her birthday, I know she's older. I've spent 12 birthdays with her.
If she was abandoning her daughter on her birthday, then it must have been for something very, very important.
Does it smell like nunu? Does it smell?
You want to smell it? It smells like Santos.
He knows it smells well.
Ash didn't see her daughter on her birthday, so she could go eat chicken wings with some other internet people and talk about her stinky nunu. Ash was a disgrace of a mother, and other creators had no issue calling her out.
Why do people support you when you have toys in front of your minor kids?
Do they use them?
They still touch them. What should we call
They
it?
don't touch that.
Why is that thing charging?
Can you leave my Rose alone? Bro, leave my Rose alone. She needs me in a little bit.
You neglect your children. Where are they at? Why are you sitting there with...
Oh, they're very well taken care of right now. It's none of your business.
Not by you.
You should mind your business like we mind ours, okay? We mind our business and you should do the same.
I was
Because
talking
I'm
to
here. Oh no, you were watching me. I heard.
I know they're not there because they're never there.
Yeah, they are. They are here all the time.
Except they just happen to not be there right now.
What?
You just said my kids are here all the time.
They are here all the time.
And then in the same breath said, but they're not here right now. And they're well taken care of, but by who?
Who died and made you God? Because you are nobody.
Damn, y'all over there having some fun, and it's like 3 in the morning. Everybody sleep where I'm at. You don't believe in like curfews, bedtimes? No?
They go to sleep when they get sleepy. Eviana! Come here. Come here. She said, I said I don't feel like it.
You let your daughter talk to you like that? It sound like you. It sound like you the daughter and they the mothers.
The audience would get to see some actual parenting. It just sadly was being done by her kids.
My mom is not dead like yours.
That's not nice. Don't say that.
It is nice.
No, it isn't.
They want to talk crap, so, and they dead mama.
Stop.
What?
Not nice.
It is nice.
Mom, no, it's not. No, it's not. But then they're gonna just.
And they're dead mama.
Mom, they're just gonna go. Mom, they're just gonna bring up my dad, and that's just gonna make everything.
They're not gonna bring your dad up.
Yes, they will. Mom, that's what they always do. Because it's your fault. Apologize.
I'm not gonna apologize to nobody.
Yeah.
They should be talking about me.
Speaking of Eviana, she just Snapchatted me, and she probably see my drinks and probably is gonna get on to me because I'm drinking. She's probably replying back to my drinks. I cannot with that girl. She's like my little mom.
You need to get off later. You're saying stuff that people don't want to know.
Okay, well, I don't know where the mods are.
You need to get off soon, okay?
Oh, y'all want to talk about that? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. You don't want me to get... Okay. I'm sorry, my daughter doesn't want me talking about that, you guys. So I won't bring up Isaiah no more.
Ash often spoke about the CPS cases against her, and it wasn't hard to see why they kept getting involved. Her children were constantly exposed to things that were not appropriate.
It's pretty, and it would look pretty under your baby daddy's...
It's Valentine's Day, and I used my f***ing hand 5 times today. 5 times.
You could have used mine. It was available. You could have used mine.
Hey, stop! Ashley, this is the stuff you're supposed to do offline, not on.
I know, but I try to tell him, but he's so young. Like, I'm just kidding. Babe, stop.
Offline, Ashley. Offline, not on. Stop!
Last night when Ash was live, she was definitely doing something really dirty. Even more worse, people were saying that her kids were in her live stream.
It was deeply upsetting to witness what Ash's children were being exposed to, knowing her children were often in her live streams and still deciding to be intimate with someone was not acceptable behavior. But if there was one small comfort for the audience, it was knowing that the kids no longer lived with her.
So for those of y'all that call CPS on me, remember, she's not in my custody right now. So when y'all want to call CPS, y'all think about that. It's not me getting in trouble. It's my parents.
Right now, I don't have my kids. Of course, y'all can hear it's quiet. You know, coming home and like seeing this empty house, it's sad, you know? Like it brings me back to when I didn't have them. Right now, I don't have them for me because I told them to go back. They were not taken from me. I literally, because I know there's going to be rumors circulating, oh, her kids got taken from her. No, my kids did not get taken from me. Anna texted me and was like, Mom, we're going to go back. I said, no, don't come back right now.
All of Ash's audience knew she was a bad mother. It's what she was known for. So it seemed like an odd decision when Ash decided to go on a podcast hosted by a woman named Camilla. Camilla had a bigger audience than Ash, which meant even more people would get to see what a joke of a parent she was.
There's times where I don't want her to talk about stuff about us because obviously people are gonna clip it and then share it more online.
Do you think that maybe sometimes she can exploit situations to get views?
I'm gonna be real, yeah.
But that's your kid.
No, not with them.
She just said yes.
I don't do it with them.
But have you done that in the past? Have you taken a situation and used it for views regarding the kids?
You said send the Galaxy to know about my baby girl's health when I was in the hospital.
Oh, that's because, yeah, that was like... I'm not going to explain nothing else because she don't want me to. Guys, it's triples. Galaxy is 3,000. If y'all want me to tell y'all about my baby girl's health, go ahead and send the Galaxies.
You sold her out for a Galaxy? You sold her out for a Galaxy?
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
In the hospital talking about something. Give me a Galaxy if you want to know what's wrong with her.
She wasn't in the hospital.
Say sorry. Say sorry right now. She's about to cry. Give her a hug and say sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
That's send a Galaxy to help me pay the medical bills. Wow.
Go ahead and send the Galaxies. I mean, I don't really like to talk about them, honestly. When it comes to my lives now, I tell them if y'all have anything to say about the kids, I'm not answering it. If anything, I protect them now. When they come in my room, I cover the camera. When they're around, I don't film them.
Then where'd y'all name me from?
You know you're named after the water bottle.
I know.
Like, literally, she doesn't want to guess me. She's in the living room. She's in the living room.
Stop.
So, honestly, I've raised my kids since they were born. Never left their side. Till this day, still have not left their side.
But people would say that they're with their grandparents majority of the time.
If that's where they feel more comfortable at, then why not, you know? But I still legally have custody of my kids. I've never lost custody of them.
So you do have full custody of your
Yeah, I
children?
have full custody of them. Yeah.
Okay, and why do you think they would feel more comfortable at their grandparents' house? Like, what is it that isn't happening in your house that makes them uncomfortable?
Fuck that shit, they broke my fucking window. They asked me to pull up. Guess what I did? I pulled up.
What's wrong with you? Bring your fucking ass outside, bitch!
So it's like, you know, I'm not jealous of her. I'm blessed to be able to give her the life that I've always wanted as a little girl. Like, I bought her a Gucci purse for her, was it 900K or 800K?
Okay, do you think TikTok changed y'all's life for the better or for the worse?
I feel like I'd rather go back to my old life. I don't like being online publicly. Like,
And yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Especially you're so young.
Yeah. And so if I could, I honestly would go back to my old life, to being a nobody to people, because that's when I was more confident, didn't care how I look. And now since I'm publicly, I've cared more about how I look, how I go out.
Do you want lip filler?
No, my lips are actually big.
They're not that big, baby. It looks just like her dad with her fat nose.
She married a man in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
This is her second marriage in prison.
Oh my God.
You want to come? Y'all just come live with us.
Yes, please.
How do you handle discussions with friends who are aware of your mother's online persona?
I would say we lost a bit of friends.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
To be honest, there's nothing I can do about it.
So you don't feel like any sort of guilt or sadness that they've lost friends because of it, and they've expressed that?
No, because it's not even for that reason. To be honest, I feel like some of their friends are jealous because of the life that they have.
And so if I could, I honestly would go back to my old life.
When was it like, wow, there's a lot of money in this, and what's the most you've ever made on TikTok Live?
So the most I've ever made on TikTok Live was $12,000.
In one sitting?
Yes.
In one live?
Yes.
How many hours?
Like 2.5.
You made 12 grand in 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
That Louis bagging fake, y'all. And her kids still don't have a bed. So what's that funny? Yeah, what's funny? Nothing's that funny when your kids don't have a damn bed. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, well, that's why they're enjoying the hotel bed. I'm just kidding.
That I paid for?
I'm just kidding.
How is the hotel bed, you guys? Is it good, wonderful? You like having a nightstand?
Yeah, it's comfy.
No bed bugs?
No bed bugs.
Question. Do you have beds?
No.
I'm going to give you money for, I want a bed, 2 mattresses, 2 of them. I want a headboard and 2 nightstands. I'm going to order that before you leave this house today. And I'm going to insert the clip of the receipt.
Camilla was direct, unafraid to tell the truth, and she did so with confidence and charisma. But not everyone appreciated her interview style.
If I would have known that podcast would have been the way it was, I wouldn't have done it. 100%. Wouldn't have done it. I would have protected the kids more on that part.
She said that she regrets doing it. What did you think I was gonna ask you about? You think I'm gonna sit there and be like, let's just be besties? Like no, girl. Like, she said, she was like, oh, like, if I knew the podcast was gonna be yada yada, I would have asked her for payment. I paid for first class tickets. I paid for her to stay at the Ritz-Carlton. Babe, you literally sat on my podcast talking about you have some budget. Your kids don't have beds. Like, it's laughable. Like, you live in delusion. Like, this is crazy work. You live, like, she made up a universe inside of her dense ass head and just lives in it.
No, Camilla didn't get them nothing. She literally promised, right? But yeah, no, my kids haven't gotten nothing yet. So that same girl that we did the podcast with, Camilla, she texted me a while ago and was like, I need to buy the girls their stuff. And I told her, I said, no, I'm good. Like, I don't need nothing from you. And she's like, please don't do that to the girls. Camilla made $60,000 and I didn't get nothing out of it. So you know what? She will be hearing from my people.
All right, let's clock the motherfucking tea. This is the last video I'll be making about this goofy ass woman. So let's get started.
She did ask me, did your kids pick out the bed set? I said, I don't want you to buy it.
This is me sending Ash Trevino a text message. I was like, hey, don't forget to send me what the kids want for their beds. And she said, after what I said, I don't know if it's okay. So because after what you went online and you ruined it for your kids, I can't buy them a bed because you won't do it. You're sick. Something's wrong with you. She then goes on to talk about some sort of credit card fraud. And when she went to send me the video, sends me a screenshot of the video as if I can click on it and look at it, first of all. And second of all, what does credit card fraud have to do with me getting your kids' beds? Another thing she said was that I got paid $60,000 off of the podcast.
I paid $60,000? Somebody actually told me that.
Okay, first of all, who told you that? Because that's crazy. I made way more. But that's none of your business. Yes, I did get paid. That's why you were on there. I paid for everything that you needed, like a hotel, you know, your flight, even sent you first class and the Ritz-Carlton, and you didn't ask for more payment. That is not my fault. That has nothing to do with me. What happened to your manager? Before you came on the podcast, you said that you were gonna have me sign something. You're just a mess. You are a literal mess. So yeah, no, I didn't pay you. I would have never paid you. And yes, I did make money off of it. Because that's what my job is. I don't just go on TikTok live and start crying over gifters.
She stole one of my biggest gifters, bro, and I don't think that's right.
And my favorite video that's been released to date.
The girls in the Bob house, they weren't even that cute.
You want to talk about our looks, but ooh. I don't even need to keep going, right? And yeah, my last final thoughts on you. You're nuts, and you can also royally go fuck yourself.
Ash's reputation had hit rock bottom, but just when it seemed things couldn't get any worse for her, they did.
You want to know how it smells? Ask Max. He knows it smell well. I'm just kidding.
Ash talked about her new boyfriend, Max, knowing full well he didn't want to be mentioned.
Alright guys, so I'm sure you all saw the podcast today with Camila and Ash. Lots of eyes, lots of eyes. I told Ash when I first started talking to her that that's not what I liked, not what I want. Too many eyes on me, I'm just not comfortable with it. And like, I should have listened to you guys in the beginning whenever we said don't get involved, don't get involved. I think I shouldn't have done it. I should have listened to you guys. You guys gave me that Trevino effect or whatever you guys call it. I called her today, told her that I'm over, it's over, I can't do it anymore. It's too much.
Ash thought a bit of internet fame meant she could hop on a podcast and boost her profile. But she wasn't famous for the right reasons, just for being awful.
What did you think I was gonna ask you about?
Of course, Camilla asked about her behaviour. It was the reason Ash was even on the public's radar. But every time the audience thought they had seen the worst of Ash, she would go and outdo herself.
He gave us an option to stay with the new owners or leave. And I chose to leave because they were Indians. And I'm not working under no Indians. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Girl, now we have that black at the unit visiting him. Somebody please take this black out. I said that.
You stupid black. Like, I want to kill you. You black horse mouth.
If you're an adult and you're gonna cry that, cry it, and you're gonna come out in the public, let it be the same year that it happened. Okay? Don't wait 11 years later and then say, oh, well, he did this to me.
He literally unalived his wife.
Okay, well, it's not my fault. Act like it's my fault. Maybe if he was happy, he wouldn't have. They just recorded that, huh?
You are mean. That was so mean. That episode
care.
made me cry.
It didn't make me cry. It made me fall asleep. Anyways.
It was impressive how she would keep making herself look worse and worse, from her racist tirades to victim blaming, to wanting to drive drunk and make some victims for herself.
Not going nowhere like that. You're gonna end up on the DUI page.
No, I'm not, bro.
And then they're really not gonna stop talking. Hey, I want y'all to be my witness that I'm telling her not to leave her house like that. Hey, don't let your mom in your house.
Be right back.
Wait, let me get the keys. Go through it.
One of the worst things Ash ever did online happened when she spoke to the daughter of the man her ex-husband, Isaiah, killed.
Muhammad Ali Hashimi left the station to make a night bank deposit, never to be seen alive again. 4 suspects arrested: 21-year-old Eric Maldonado, 17-year-old Fernando Juarez, 18-year-old Ruben Hernandez, and a 15-year-old juvenile not pictured.
Zara, I know you are the guy's daughter, right?
Muhammad Ali Hashimi. He's not just a guy.
Okay, well, I don't know his name. I didn't know his name.
No.
I didn't know his name.
I just told you. Muhammad Ali Hashimi.
Well, you're his daughter. You're his daughter.
Okay, no.
One of them.
I didn't. No. I didn't.
Okay,
I don't
like
want.
if she's not gonna respect me on that, because like I can't be on this. Like
You're not
this is my backup account.
You're not going to disrespect my dad and
I
tell
didn't
me that I
disrespect
had
your dad in any kind of way.
Okay,
I literally just said
Mohammed-
you're the victim's daughter.
Okay.
Okay, but you're nobody to tell me to say his name because I don't know. Okay,
No,
so you're
no,
the
no,
guy.
do you
You're
say
the guy's
Isaiah's
daughter
name?
that
Do you say
Isaiah, right?
Isaiah's name?
Unalived, right?
But you
Okay.
say Isaiah's name all
Okay,
the time.
so
Okay,
yeah.
bye.
I'm not gonna do this. Are we gonna talk with respect or no?
Oh,
Are we gonna talk with respect or no?
No. If you're not gonna
Okay, well
respect
then if
my
we're not
dad,
gonna talk with respect, well then you know what? Your dad deserves everything that he got. Okay, your
Yes,
dad
you're not
deserves
going to
everything.
respect
Actually,
your
your dad
If you're not
deserves.
going-
You're too grown for that. Yeah, her dad deserved it. Don't come at me disrespecting Isaiah, because your dad deserved it. Your dad deserved everything he got, and that's why your dad's not here right now. Don't play. I'm not the one to play with when it comes to Isaiah. You don't know who the I'm bitch. Come to Ennis. Like, you really got that much of a problem? That's my ex-husband. And I don't know who the Muhammad was, okay? I don't know who that was. Muhammad, right? How do you know that he wasn't the one behind the Twin Towers? He tried to do the Twin Towers, bro. There was a lot of Muhammads that were in the Twin Towers. Just saying.
Ash proved with this interaction that she was one of the most immature, pathetic, vile people to ever grace the internet. Even her apology was a joke.
Okay, guys, so this is going to be the only time that I talk on this. So what happened last night, some things were said, shouldn't have been said. I apologize for my actions. I apologize for everything. If I offended you, I apologize. Those are not my intentions. So the daughter came on being disrespectful, and all I knew was to defend myself. She tried to force me to say her dad's name. I'm not your puppet. You're not going to force me to do something that I'm not going to do. I'm not a mean person. I'm not a cruel person.
He tried to do the Twin Towers, bro.
She shouldn't have requested me. She doesn't know who I am. I don't know who they are. Just because I was married to him does not mean that I had anything to do with any of that, okay? This happened 15 years ago in my area. He's serving his time. Justice has been served. You know, he got a big sentence. They all did. Do I agree with what happened? No, I don't. Nobody should ever lose somebody to anything, you know?
Her dad deserved it.
She disrespected me first, so all I knew was to defend myself. I'm just making this video for my followers who I hurt last night. Those were not my intentions. I love every single one of y'all. I thank y'all for the support. And if y'all continue this journey with me, I would be very happy. If not, then I wish you well. But again, come at me with respect, and I'm going to come at you with respect. We're adults here.
It might seem fair to believe that her worst moments were just that. Moments. Temporary lapses. But the truth is, what we saw was no accident. It wasn't a mask slipping, it was the face beneath it.
Muhammad Hashimi just tipped $3.
Justice for Mohammed Hashemi.
What did it say? Justice for Muhammad? No, justice for Isaiah. Justice for Isaiah, my ex-husband.
So remember, what goes around comes around. Karma's always gonna come get y'all.
Ash is one of the internet's most hated figures, and it's not hard to see why. She shames SA victims for not speaking out right away. She disrespects grieving families. She neglects her own children. She can't even tell the truth.
I don't sleep with married men.
And one of them, I slept with her husband.
I would never go into somebody's marriage and literally ruin that.
Oh, and tell Giovanni, I take husbands.
My kids have never been around any of the inmates that I talk to. My kids have never been around any of the inmates that I talk to. My kids don't meet these people. My kids don't meet these people.
Is your LV bag real?
Yes.
Real. Oh.
How did that feel?
Did you put that note in your DoorDash order?
There is literally a note inside of my DoorDash.
No. What?
Did you and Santos, like, really actually do stuff? Like, did he get down in Nunu?
No. Bro, I think I was ovulating.
Do you really speak Spanish?
Yes. Ay, siéntase por favor.
Pega, vale más que te pasivas, ¿eh?
Me van a pegar.
Sí, vale más que te pasivas.
Vale más que te pasivas, cabrón.
Oh. Ah, okay, mañana, vieja, ya.
Okay. Oh, you don't know Spanish, do you? Si quieres. Oh, my bad. You don't know Spanish.
She had even been accused of using AI in her videos and trying to pass it off as a real person.
She went on TikTok Live and proceeded to call her boyfriend in person, but very quickly users noticed that she was talking to AI.
Are you watching my live?
Why would I be watching your live?
Because obviously.
I'm not going to waste my time watching your live.
And everyone in the comments.
Ash was a liar who was interested in dating literal teenagers.
Everybody do what's happening.
Look at them flirting. Bye. Watch out. Y'all better watch out.
How many rooms is that house? Can we just share a room?
Yeah, you can share a room.
Hold on, so what's your real age?
18.
You're 18?
Yeah.
Cheers! I thought you were 20.
No, I'm 18.
Guys, I swear I didn't know his age.
To be fair to Ash, she did recently enter into a relationship with someone who did not look to be around 12 years old. But, of course, that relationship would end the same as all the rest.
Someone tell Ashley Trevino to come get her clothes off my curb. I'm done with it.
I thought you saw
Are
that.
you serious?
I thought you saw that. That's why you were here.
I blocked him. No, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
Ash wondered why he was doing this. She knew exactly why he was doing this.
He was like digging through my phone and he found old ass messages from like last week from an ex.
Ashley, old ass messages from last week?
That's old.
She had been messaging an ex behind her boyfriend's back, and this wasn't the first time she had betrayed the trust of a partner.
I'm not engaged. He knows that I've already cheated on him. He's wrote me messages telling me people sent him stuff, pictures of me kissing other guys. So he knows everything.
People couldn't stand Ash, and when they wanted nothing more to do with her, of course, it was not her fault.
What y'all are doing, y'all are trying to get her to stop being my friend. That's what y'all do. Y'all try to manipulate people into not being my friend no more, so I'm alone.
Ash was not someone who could look at her own behaviour and learn from her mistakes. If something was going wrong in her life, it was never ever her fault.
And even with the money that Charlene threw for you, you promised that you would buy the girls' beds. Did you? No. You're selfish, and it's all about you and you alone. Do you ever consider anyone else besides you? That's why no relationship for you will ever last, because you don't know how to take accountability like a mature woman. I gave you a chance to speak like an adult, off live, and not while you were drunk, but you can't even do that. Same age as me, but you act like a child. Grow up. Keep my name out your mouth, and I'll keep yours out of mine. I wish you the best.
Her friends couldn't stay friends with her. Partners couldn't stay partners. Not even her own mother liked Ash Trevino.
My mom, she doesn't talk to me right now. And I was like, I don't know how to feel. Like, my mom was my best friend, like whenever I was sick, I'd be like, Mom, what do I do? And I can't tolerate it. This social media stuff has ruined my relationship with my family. And that's why he was like, what are you doing for Christmas? I said, I'm gonna be alone. Like, my kids are gonna be with my family. I'm gonna be alone.
The audience didn't like Ash Trevino.
I don't know if you guys saw, but they did a mass unfollowing of Ash Trevino on December 31st. And y'all, she lost like, I want to say 200,000 followers. I was like, damn, girl.
If you want to follow me, you're going to follow me. If you don't have to. I don't sit here and beg nobody to follow me either.
Even TikTok had a limit to the nonsense it could take from Ash.
Y'all sit here on the internet trying to get clout. Remember who just hit 1.1 million?
Ash Trevino's account with 1.1 million followers has been permanently IP banned on TikTok. This means that literally she cannot use the same IP address to access an account. So she'd basically have to use a different phone or whatever to get onto another account. Now, she has already been on live on another account. She says that she deleted the TikTok, but we all know that's not true because we can literally click on it and see her account has been banned. I don't know if she just thinks we're dumb and can't see it or if she truly believes her lies.
Hey you guys, yes, this is my actual account. It's a backup account. I deleted my account with my 1.1 million followers only because I want to start over fresh.
But why did she get banned, right? It is because she showed her nunu in front of thousands of people, including kids, on her live. She was on the toilet, she took us with her to the bathroom and went like this and showed everything.
And I was like, can I go pee real quick, please?
Okay, don't do that. Can you just keep the phone up here? Like up here, okay? Yeah, no, up. Ash, oh my God. Ash!
And by the way, this is not the first time she's done that either.
Can y'all see the hot tub?
Oh, shit. When you do something like that and show your you-know-what to kids, yeah, you should be banned. And I'm pretty sure she does it on purpose.
It seemed no one wanted her in their life. Even her own kids had had enough.
And that's why I called my mom earlier whenever I heard that my daughter said that she's going to expose everything when she's 18, right?
When I'm 80 went backwards, I will say everything I need to say, guys.
What is there to expose? I've been taking care of you since you were born. What are you going to expose? There's nothing to expose, baby girl. This TikTok stuff is getting to her head, and I guarantee you Heffa got into her head too. But for her to sit there and make that remark, and then she blocked me on TikTok because I was telling her to get off live last night. So she thought it was cool to block me.
Ash, we've talked about this before. Remember, we've talked about it. Get off live and go take care of your children. Because in the future, if your children want nothing to do with you, if you can't meet your grandchildren, you only have yourself to blame.
The truth is, Ash had never shown any interest in being a parent. Her influence on them was sad to see.
If I meet a dude, like, I'm expecting to be like, hey.
It's gonna have me like this. Debbie, your butt's out. No. Debbie, your butt's out. Just like a shut up. No fucking you.
Not only was Ash a terrible role model, she was also a complete moron.
Remember, my life is not what it is on the internet, outside the internet. So, you have to do stuff and you have to act a certain way to keep those views up. And that's what I do. What y'all see on the internet is not actually who you know out here, because that's not who I am as a person. I have respect and all that. But like I said, sometimes I gotta give y'all a show and make y'all believe that I'm just this evil person, this bad mom, this bad friend, all that. When in reality, I'm not. I'm a really good, humble person, actually.
Ash told us that this Ash Trevino character was just that, a character, and that sometimes she would have to put on a show for us. Was telling Muhammad's daughter that he deserved to die part of the show?
Her dad deserved it. He tried to do the Twin Towers, bro.
Ash not buying her kids a bed and only ever feeding them takeout food must have also been part of the show.
I have a bed for them, but it's off limits. So yes, I do have a bed. I need somebody to actually come set it up. So
I do have a bed for the girls, but it's not set up. Because your kids don't have a bed. My kids do have a bed. It's just not set up. Why is it not set up? The reason it's not set up is because I'm buying a house.
Please tell me why your children don't have beds. Yes.
Because my mom was actually going to go look at a furniture store. My mom actually told me 2 weeks ago. She was like, or my dad said that. He told my mom to go to a furniture store and I would give him my card info because here's my card. I have money. But she never did that. So
perhaps she gave herself bed bugs to add to this character she had created. The truth was, people had gotten to know the real Ash Trevino, the woman who thought money was more important than her kids, the woman who thought fighting people over the internet and risking her kids' safety was a normal thing to do. There was no character here. We all knew the real Ash. She had made her bed, and now she was going to have to lie in it. Bed bugs and all.
Her children do not have beds. No beds. But she has a Louis Vuitton bag. And that's where I'm gonna go yourself.
Have her come out here. Have her come out here. Have her come out here. Have her come out here.
Oh shit,
Ray, you're not worth it.
Ray, come on, Ray. Hey, get your bitch ass back.
It was clear to everyone who Ash really was and what she actually cared about.
I got noticed on the plane. I got noticed at the airport. I got noticed at the place we went to last night. I'm just like...
She only got noticed one time while we were together. Other than that, everybody noticed me.
Tell me why I got noticed at the airport over there while I was waiting. Everybody kept coming up to me. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, well, you know how they have to like take you around. They search your stuff by itself. They like do everything. Well, the guy that was doing it, he was like, you're from TikTok, aren't you? I said, oh my God, yes.
And then 2 guys came and they were like, oh my God, Ash. Oh my God. I'm like... And then somebody asked me if it's like that everywhere I go. And I'm like, it honestly is, to be honest. Like,
the casino security people were like, because they seen like a crowd building up. So they ran down there. And I heard one of them say, who's famous? Who's famous? Because they didn't see me yet. And then everybody pointed to me and they're like, that's Ash Trevino. And then he looked at me and smiled. And I was like, oh my God. Like, it literally looked like the episode of Selena when she's at the store getting ambushed by everybody.
It's the guy that fixed my window. He goes, I'm from Mexico, but can I take a picture with you? I said, yeah, you're fine. And then he was like, by the way, you're really pretty. I said, thank you.
I feel like I'm a famous person at this point. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, it's crazy.
Ash had packed a lot of drama into her time on social media. A lot of that drama involved other characters, so where were they now? Well, most of her inmate boyfriends were still inmates. The very young men she chased were still very young men. Her ex, Jesse, did look like he was ready for a comeback.
We can't do anything anyways, I'm on my period. Okay, so you're gonna drive over here tonight and then stay here. And then tomorrow you'll leave.
Yeah, you wash all my clothes and shit.
I'm gonna wash your clothes. Okay, yeah. Am I making a mistake? I have a good heart, you guys. I have a real good heart. And sometimes it gets me hurt.
The idea of Jesse making a return didn't last long though, and it fizzled out fast.
Rate the Nunu from 1 to 10. Look, I was fresh out, bro, and I had been deprived of that for 5 years. So at that time, I'll give it like a 5, you know?
Santos would reappear in Ash's videos, not as a toy boy, but as a side character who liked to make fun of her.
I'm passing the phone to someone that has bed bugs.
The pair seemed to enjoy making the other jealous.
Hey, Sanchez, I just want to thank you because without you, I wouldn't have met them.
Bro, you gotta take this picture of me, bro. Is it gone?
It's gone.
Oh my
And look how much sexier he is.
Why are you mad?
Hey, when those allegations are gone, you talk to me.
Santos, just like Ashley, seemed to attract controversy.
He has to help me, assist me up the stairs, because in my apartments I'm on the 2nd floor, so there's a staircase that I had to get up, and he had to help me out because I just couldn't, like I said, control my own body. And He brings me to my room and he lays me on my bed. I'm sorry.
Multiple women recently have come forward accusing you of sexual assault. How do you respond to these serious allegations?
Where are they at right now?
Huh?
Where are they at right now?
I have proof
Yeah.
of this. 1 second.
How can I even fucking explain that shit?
So I'm saying, like, I don't know, why would someone accuse you of that?
Basically, like,
There's this right here.
they're facing lawsuits. Yeah.
Who is this woman?
Okay, that girl is literally a cloud chaser.
I've seen the story that she's told. What happened?
What happened?
What happened that day? Why would she go on social media and claim that?
Ash, though teasing him about the allegations, stood by him.
The times that I was with Santos, he never put nothing in my drink or anything like that. He never did anything to take advantage of me, okay? Whatever happened between the two parties, okay? And I'm literally saying this not to clear his name or anything, but because I spent a lot of time with this man. He never once took advantage of me. He never once, when we were at the club, we were like, hugging each other and blah, 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 in front of the other girls. But he did that with all of us. If you did something with Santos, you did that on your own well-being. Your own, wanting to.
Ash told us he had never done anything like that to her.
You said I essayed you?
You said that about me.
No, you said
You said that about me.
Did I say you?
Answer this. You said that about me, yes or no? You said that about me on your live.
People weren't a fan of Santos to begin with, and the more the audience learned, the more they disliked him.
Do you guys remember Santos, who sang the Nuno song with Ash Ravino? Well, that boy just got arrested last Friday for DV.
Opens a lot of people's eyes to what we've been saying about Santos for a long time. That he is a violent person. He has a temper. He's been threatening other women for a long time.
Santos and Ash were really made for each other.
And your daughter has no dad.
I'm there when I can be. I'm not able to be there. I'm not able to be there 24/7.
She needed to start making better decisions. She needed to spend more time with her children and less time hanging around morons.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be.
Guys.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Chad, what? Oh my, bro, they better, hell no. Y'all, somebody send me help. Chad, send me help, y'all.
She should have surrounded herself with better people, but given who she was, that was going to be almost impossible. She was too cruel, too immature, too stupid.
Drink water. Water's for fishes.
Too stupid and far too delusional.
I do have Netflix coming out, but it's in the works right now.
So Ash was on live talking about how she's going to be going to the Grammys next year.
One day y'all might see me on a billboard. My life is completely changing 100% starting this week. Y'all are going to be surprised. You're going to be like, oh my God, is that Ash on that billboard? Literally. Honestly, me and Heartbreaky are one of the best moms on this app. Y'all just don't see that.
Ash was as delusional as they come, thinking she was a star in the making, thinking she had talent, thinking she was capable of getting any man she wanted.
If your husband's not with you this weekend, he might be in my bed. You're all mad because I'm going to take your man? Or do they want to have some? I can take whoever I want. Remember that.
Ash could live in her own reality all she wanted, thinking no man could resist her. But that wasn't actual reality.
Okay, so it was me, another guy, and Marco. So
Okay, that's
two
actually
guys
what
slept
it
with me in my bed.
So random.
No, he wasn't hugging me. I even did my best move and turned around the opposite direction. I literally did my best move and nothing. He was like, when do y'all give her jacket? I mean, y'all's jacket. She's a female. She's cold. And all them guys were like, oh no, we're cold. And I was like, are you serious?
Did Asher, I don't think anybody wanted to hit that on the cool.
Ash liked to repeat a certain phrase.
We not the same. I have a bank account. We not the same.
We are not the same, baby girl.
We are not the same. I can live on my own. You can't. We're not the same.
For once, Ash was right. The audience were not the same as Ash. They were better.
Baby daddy. Oh, mine's dead.
And do you believe she's pregnant or possibly?
I don't think so. No.
God, they said, honestly, rip to those who lost their lives.
And that's why they never arrested me. Because he said it was his bag.
That bag had snow and all the fireworks in it.
You know what? You better be glad I don't get you taken care of. You better be glad I don't get you taken care of. Because, baby, I will get you snapped real motherfucking quick.
Who is?
Come to Dallas, bitch.
When you
Come
get
to
here on
Dallas.
Friday. When you
I'm
get here on
fucking ready
Friday.
for your dumb
When
ass,
you get
gay
here on
asshole.
Friday.
No, but I'm saying, like, even though it sucks because I don't want to leave her for her birthday, I know she's older. I've spent 12 birthdays with her.
I feel like I'd rather go back to my old life.
You stupid black. He tried to do the Twin Towers, bro.
Hi, how are you? Good. Quick question. Do you know who Ash Trevino is?
Oh, she said ew.
I know.
Oh, she said